Well, welcome back to Lucore Automotive Services. Today we're working on a clamshell. LS6 powered Corvette. This car's got 177,000 miles on it. The guy drives the snot out of this car. We've been servicing this car for several years, and unfortunately he was driving down the road, he started to get a misfire, and the engine just stopped. That's not good. So we pulled it in the other day. I pulled a valve cover off of it, and number 7 exhaust valve decided to play hide and seek with the piston. So today I'm going to tear the top end down and see what the damage is to the block, and make a decision from there. So let's see what I do with this thing. Stick around. Oh, you can't see it, it's in the dark. There he is. That's not good. There's one of the keepers, broken valve spring, and then the valve bounced out, and that is no bueno. Let's get it apart, see what kind of damage it's done. Let's go fishing. Valve keeper. Spring retainer, valve keeper, and let's take the rockers off. It's our newfangled dual spring, dual honeycomb spring. That is not good. Well, there's no valve in the hole. That's not a good sign. Let's keep going. Rates are all the same on this engine. Another vacuum line. I always forget that one. It's a girl. Got it. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign when you got chunks in your intake. Ooh. It's really... Oh, I knew it was catastrophic, but I wasn't expecting to pull piston ring out of the intake port. That's awesome. So, we've got compression rings. Well, parts of them at any rate. So, see if there's any cylinder wall damage or if the piston took the brunt of the hit. Oh! Alright, so this is what an intake valve port should look like. That one looks pretty good. That one looks pretty good. That one looks good. But number 7... wait. What? Okay. Wow. There's a big chunk of piston in that hole. Well, it's pretty rare that I find an exhaust valve head in the intake port. But we know what the damage is. We want to know the extent of the damage because this is an LS6 and it's, while it is an LS, it's not super supported compared to the newer ones. So the question will become, do we fix this engine or do we get a new engine? It's looking like it dropped the valve out when the spring broke and it just shattered the piston, which made a debris field that broke the intake valve head as well. Although, did this pass by the intake valve? It did, didn't it? Because my intake valve is still there. So it went past the intake valve, which is actually pretty impressive. No, I'm sorry, that is the intake valve. Ah, I thought it was the exhaust. That makes more sense. It got pushed through the cylinder head valve seat. That's flipping cool. Well, I'm getting paid to pull this head so we can assess the engine block and cylinder head and see what needs done. So let's keep at it. I'm going to get this thing set up on the rack, drain the coolant, and get the exhaust manifold off, because then it's actually pretty simple for the passenger side head to get off. So let me get this rack set and I'll get back at it. Alright, so I went ahead and I pulled my battery and my battery cover out of the way to gain a little space. Next I'm going to remove the coolant tank, and more than likely, yeah. So our oil is grossly overfilled, so more than likely the majority of the engine coolant for this cooling system is in the oil pan due to damage to the cylinder head and or engine block cylinder walls. That's not good. That's the wrong fluid for that area. Well, I'm not thinking there's any reason for me to drain the radiator. I think it already drained itself into the crankcase. Looks like we had a little bit of an oil leak. I mean, it is a 170,000 mile Corvette, so at least it was driven throughout its life. I oiled those guys down. Those look like ones I'm going to heat up with a torch before I try and knock them loose. So let me go grab the torches. Oh, hey, we kind of have some oil. That's more oil-like. No, just a little bit of oil, mostly coolant. Oh, we're getting thicker. Now we got some oil coming out. That's amazing. Turn up the heat, man. That was uneventful. Didn't burn my shop down, which is good. Always a good day when I don't set stuff on fire. I've actually hit myself with the torch once. That was not a good day. It healed up pretty good from it though. Nothing like taking an acetylene torch and passing it across your arm. That was a bad day. Now it's really loose. Since the valve drained my coolant, I guess I'm just gonna pop the exhaust manifold off and remove the cylinder head. So let's get it done. Will they break or will they come out? Ooh, that's a good bolt. Thank you, sir, for coming out. Hey, awesome. It's exciting. It's not normally my luck. Oh, dropped one. I'm gonna be able to manipulate around that guy. There we go. It was running really good until it wasn't. Exhaust seal looks good. Reuse that. Alright, what do we think we're going to see, guys? Tell me in the comments. Dun dun dun! Oop, I got a clippy on the back I forgot about. Way to go, Rich. Now I think it'll come out. Dun dun dun! Oh, there's a piston pin in there. That's amazing. Oh. It's no bueno. Oh, that's what we call a catastrophic failure in the industry. All because of a $12 valve spring breaking. It was the exhaust valve head that went up through the intake. That makes more sense. Interesting that the valve stems stayed in that one. It's higher. I didn't see that it was higher from the other angle. Well, I would say that head. I don't think he's got spark in that cylinder anymore. Oh, big old crack right there where the valve heads went across. Looks like the valve stem hit right there. Hello, Mr. Rod and Pin. Well, that's the story. Well, I think we're gonna stop this one right here and push this car outside. Let's figure out what the customer wants to spend on this project, or if he wants to punt and move on in life to a different vehicle. Pretty good carnage when a valve drops out of a head. It's why people spend a lot of money on engine work to have it done correctly and with good quality parts. At any rate, we're going to shut this down right here. Thanks for watching the teardown of this Z06 Corvette 405 horsepower LS6. Very nice little car. Well, it was until the intake valve decided to be a pogo stick on the piston. But that's what it is. That's where we're at. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, leave us a comment below. Have a great day. There, we'll make it better. Make it whole again. That's much better.